amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. I think it's about to get pretty interesting also in the River State politics. Now, whether this is going to bring fight or whatsoever, much more later, is what we don't know. But something really interesting happened in River State today. Now, let me first of all state here that Tinubu himself has lifted, the state of emergency that was declared in River State 6 months ago. So yes, Sim Fubara is to resume office tomorrow alongside, his deputy, the person of Ngozi Ordu, and of course, the assemblymen, that's the speaker, Matthew Amehule, the people who defected though, to tell you, say these people don't actually perfect their plans in River State. Now, over the weekend, what's his name? IBAS, the sole administrator, had his Thanksgiving a ceremony, which of course in WIKE was, conspicuously, absent from the whole thing. And, people said, okay, it could be as a result of the rumored health issues that we heard about. Now, Sim Fubara is about to take over tomorrow, and there's a sign of WIKE being around. Now, that being said, I said it's about to get interesting because I do know that, okay, there might be some problem much more later, but I was thinking much more later, but I think it's beginning to start pretty early. We have the security officials today, as we reported by the media, that, they were threatening IBAS over, how do they even call it, blockage of allowance or non-payment of allowance, and some other stuff that they mentioned. Now, I'm going to read what the media reported before I get to show you the video, because I feel like, okay, this whole thing is getting pretty interesting. It was the Tinubu himself that assigned the sole administrator to be there. And I don't say whatever it is, that the sole administrator did, there is not without the knowledge of the Tinubu himself. So, I don't know, I feel like this whole thing, might just escalate, because right now, all of a sudden, this person is about to leave the government house in River State, and then there's a blockage by security officials that he should not leave, and blah blah blah. It's really about to get pretty interesting, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna read what the media reported and then show you the video before we come back.
Tension allegedly broke out on Wednesday at the River State Government House, Port Harcourt, as police and soldiers attached to the outgoing sole administrator, Vice Admiral Ibot Ethe IBAS, accused him of attempting to sneak away with the state's wealth while leaving them empty-handed. The protest reportedly came just hours before Governor Siminalayi Fubara is expected to resume office following months of emergency rule. In a 34-second video posted online, the aggrieved officers were seen blocking the entrance of the government house. Chanting in anger, the officer shouted, "Boys say we know they do again. We know they do again. They no make millions. We go block these. They don't make millions. We go block these gates. Nobody go anywhere. We know they do again. Which kind thing be this for 6 months? Hard labor, suffering for waiting." The video has since gone viral, sparking heated reactions on social media. Some users describe the development as a show of shame, while others allege that the sole administrator's 6 months tenure was marked by looting and political manipulation. The protest comes barely 2 days after IBAS attended a Thanksgiving service in Port Harcourt, signaling the end of his emergency administrations. The 6 months interim rule in Rivers is set to lapse on September 18, paving the way for the return of Fubara and the state legislature. Neither IBAS nor his aides have reacted to the allegations at the time of filing this report. Now, let me show you the footage, of this whole brouhaha that took place today in the government house, Port Harcourt.
Waiting. They make millions. They will block this gate over the corner. They make millions. We know they do again. Which kind of thing be this one? For 6 months. Hard labor, suffering for waiting.
My question is, did all this thing happen while IBAS is inside or outside? Which one is it? These individuals, they've been working for the past 6 months. They've been assigned to the sole administrator for the past 6 months. They never for one day talked about, unpaid allowance and some other stuff. Then all of a sudden, they are talking about this thing. And say, oh, they made millions. So they actually know they made millions. We don't need to hear from them for us to know that, okay, something really, really went down in these 6 months in Rivers State. With regards to Rivers State resources, something really went down. We don't need them to shout, oh, they make millions, for us to, have that idea that something must have gone down in the whole 6 months. So why did they not protest? This kind one now, when we say, okay, what's his name? This guy and the 27 lawmakers, they are likely to resume tomorrow. Is it that tomorrow now they will start another round of chaos? Okay, they will want, what's his name? Sim Fubara to be the person to pay them what the IBAS could not pay them. Some things they make me the vest like this. You know why I don't really feel, sympathy or any form of empathy towards these individuals? Because they are also contributing to the problem. When citizens will be fighting for a better Nigeria, when citizens will be fighting for against the government for trampling on people's human rights and, trampling on our democracy, these individuals will be the same people they will use to cause mayhem. Now, how do you expect me now as a person to have feelings towards these individuals? Why they no protest this thing or this thing? When they follow one man says they paid you, they didn't pay you for pay you allowance for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. When I not make any move, and then all of a sudden you are doing this. I feel like this is not going to end here, because the truth is that IBAS is leaving. He has done his Thanksgiving already. He has said it all. Okay, I've done what I was asked to do. He's leaving. So it means the whole thing now will now be on the shoulder of Fubara. Even though I don't even pity the Fubara self. At this point in time, I feel like, Fubara should just forget about the whole thing. But Fubara cannot forget about the whole thing. And right now, he don't dey boxed already. It's just crazy when you hear some of the things, happening. If the boss is there while all this thing is happening, even like the media reported, he's here to break silence, he should pay those individuals. Make he pay them whatever it is he is owing them. You should pay them. Because all this thing now another round of wahala wey go soon start again for wetin dey run for Rivers State. I'm sure he also benefited in all this Nyesom WIKE and Tinubu scheme. I'm sure he benefited very, very well. So whatever it is that is due to the people, I think he should settle them. At least so that the Rivers State people can enjoy some peace. That is my opinion. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, on to other trends. Vogara has come out to blame Tinubu administration, for the situation we are in. Okay, so everybody is trying to paint Tinubu as someone who is free from all the mess we are suffering. Most of these APC supporters, that's exactly what they are trying to do. I just looked at the video and I just laughed. For the same Dogara that has also contributed to the problem that we are in today. I'm going to show you the video and then we'll come back.
By the time President Tinubu took office, the economic debris of this nation had become too conspicuous to be ignored. 22.7 trillion, we're all journalists here, we know this, had been printed and injected into the economy in the name of ways and means, thereby destroying the value of the naira in our pockets. Also, the dual exchange rate meant that some anointed people were making hundreds of millions of naira of forex allocations from the CBN, which is Central Bank of Nigeria, without producing any goods or offering any services whatsoever. And also tying our crude sales to foreign loans in the name of forward sales of crude was fast becoming the order of the day. Some of the foreign loans had been procured in order to help strengthen the value of the naira, a measure that could only be sustained by what experts call voodoo economics.
It's quite shameful, that these individuals would, appear in the public and then try to sell a different thing to us as if we are not all in this country together. Now, I'm not saying the Buhari's administration did not print naira, and then naira that they printed that they could not even say, okay, this is what they were actually using it for, this is what they did with it, this is what they did with it. The question that Mr. Dogara, should answer is, they're part of the system. He's part of the system. Because right now, everybody's trying to look for a way that Nigerians will feel sorry and want to bring vote Tinubu come 2027. That's what I feel. It is not Tinubu's fault. Tinubu made Nigeria in a state of comatose. Like, I don't understand. Tinubu knew Nigeria was in a state of comatose before he decided to run for presidency. In fact, Tinubu now part and parcel of the administration where put Nigeria for comatose where he say he meet. So how can we exonerate Tinubu from everything that happened during the Buhari's administration? He said, oh, the Buhari's administration plunged us into what the state we are in today. They're not there for the assembly. The whole thing that Buhari did it pass through the assembly or it did not pass through the assembly? Were they aware or were they not aware? What measure did they take? Because they had the power to say, no, this is not going to happen. But they did allow it to happen. Now, the Tinubu's administration that they are trying to say, oh, he is not aware of anything that happened, he met Nigeria in a state of comatose, also advised Buhari to print more cash. I mean, until say we get amnesia, we don't forget these things. The Tinubu, know they are aware of the consequences of printing more of this cash. When you no get anywhere, when they channel and to what they want you to do, where be say we go no say, okay, this is what is yielding. Was he not aware of it before he advised Buhari to print more this thing? Not me talk more. He's still put that said it and the media carried it. Was he not aware of all this thing? The Tinubu, there is no way anybody can come out now to convince me that everything that happened under the Buhari's administration, that the Tinubu was not aware of it. Tinubu was aware of it. So there's no point in coming to tell me all this thing they are saying because it makes no sense to me. That's more like you trying to piss me off. There's no way they can tell me that they are not aware of these things. It's just like what we are seeing now. The assembly busy signing off everything to go and collect loan and to go and do whatever nonsense that they want to do. Spending our money, extravagantly on frivolities. When Tinubu leave office now, the another person will come and tell us now, oh, it is not this person's this thing, no. Even when we know that there are people that are aware of everything that Tinubu did, yet supported Tinubu. I won't be surprised. Maybe that's when somebody like Akpabio, if you succeed in removing Tinubu, fight tooth and nail to remove Tinubu. Somebody like Akpabio, if you come one day and tell us, oh, you cannot blame this thing, no, Tinubu, it was Tinubu that did this thing. You no reach to smack person for head. Because you did part of the Tinubu administration. Una they stamp everything will come. No one will say, no, this thing cannot stand. Please, somebody should make this make sense to me. Like, I even wish today that the Muhammadu Buhari is even alive so that I go come here waiting to Dogara talk. I'm not saying he did not wreck this thing. But were they bold enough to tell Muhammadu Buhari this thing to his face? Say, Oga, boss, this one no work, oh. We cannot do this kind of thing. These people, what's in that annoying me, is how they come out to talk much more later. How about you say everything at that point in time? At least let Nigerians know that you raise your voice to it. And to make matter worse, all of them know saying at the same APC. So how do you want to pick Buhari and drop the APC? The same platform that brought Buhari, now the same platform that they bring Tinubu so. Now the same Tinubu now campaign vigorously for the Buhari's emergence. Worked so hard, using lies, using propaganda, protest, all the things where he detest today. Used it to bring the Buhari on board. Then what are we seeing today? What are we seeing? It is the same APC. So there is no way we can say, don't have to blame Tinubu, we have to blame Buhari. We are blaming the APC. Now the same train, all of them there. These individuals, is the way they try to exonerate themselves from things. Much later, after the harm has been done, is the way they try to exonerate themselves. And this is why I feel say they no fit today for corridor of power, in my opinion, because they really wreak havoc for Nigeria. They are not fit at all. There are individuals that, if we succeed in betting new Nigeria, those people, their political career supposed die. There should be retirements that will go back to farms. And every stolen thing confiscated, seized from these individuals. That's what I would love to see. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That's where you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys. I'm super grateful for all the love, super grateful for all the support. God bless you immensely. Do enjoy the rest of your evening and see you guys in my other videos.